NFL fans, welcome back to a brand new episode of the JL Day Show. Today, we're talking about the Dallas Cowboys and Mike McCarthy. Ownership led by Jerry Jones and Mike McCarthy will not be continuing their partnership going forward. The Dallas Cowboys released a statement saying they are on the lookout for a new head coach for the Dallas Cowboys. Where does Mike McCarthy end up? The Saints job is interesting. The Raiders job, Jaguars job. I think he lands at one of those spots. I'm not 100% sure where he's going to go, or maybe he wants to take a step back. He would be a great coordinator for somebody as well. What does it mean for the Dallas Cowboys? For me, I'm an Eagles fan. We all know we got a big playoff W, but I'm not here to gloat about that. I'm here to talk about the Dallas Cowboys and the real issues of this team. It has nothing to do with Mike McCarthy. If we take a look at the roster, guys, and the way it's constructed, I'm going to pull up the PFF active starters list for you guys. Just take a look at it. I mean, they don't have a ton of depth anywhere. Offensive line, pretty mediocre. Parsons and Lawrence are, Kendricks is getting a little bit older. Cornerback play hasn't been great. Safety play, not great. And behind these guys, not a lot of depth. Look at the wide receivers. Look at the running back room. Look at the offensive line play. 4 out of the 5 offensive linemen are under a 67 PFF grade. I know PFF grades aren't gospel, but when you look at the metrics, they do not lie. This offensive line didn't do anything well this year. And Mike McCarthy got set up to fail. When Rico Dowdell is your number one running back, and then you bring in Ezekiel Elliott, bring him back from the dead, he was still dead. This team has been on life support. I love myself some Micah Parsons, right? But when you look, even if we go into nickel, which is probably most of their time is going to be spent, I did like Overshone. He got hurt, but he was kind of inconsistent this year as well, guys. So, for me, who could possibly be the Dallas Cowboys' new coach? Do they try to make a big splash and bring in Deion Sanders? I don't think he has any interest in coaching in the NFL unless he's coaching his sons. And the Cowboys picking at 13 and not a lot of ammo. There's no way they get up into the top 5 to draft him. So I don't think Deion Sanders is in play. Could a guy like the offensive coordinator from the Lions be in play? I don't know how interested I would be if I'm a hotshot offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, or someone with some clout like Robert Saleh, who has some coaching experience at the NFL level, wants to go have Jerry Jones be the general manager of the team that you're in charge of. He's not doing a good job at all. Actually, in my opinion, he's in the top 5 of worst general managers in the NFL. He sucks at signing free agents. He sucks at constructing contracts to be able to allow this team to kind of maneuver and bring in free agents. And honestly, if you are a free agent, why do you want to come play for Jerry Jones? Every negotiation is a pain in the balls. Even a guy like CeeDee Lamb had to wait and wait and wait. And they're overpaying Dak Prescott for mediocrity. They haven't done one signing. They drafted Parsons, great. Now they're going to overpay him too. He's a great player, but he's going to want big time money. And when you have a few guys making a shit ton of money, Cowboys fans, it's not going to work out. There's not one prime position on this team where they have a favorable team deal. Parsons' contract's about to be up. Dexter Lawrence is a free agent. Dak Prescott's making $40 bajillion. The offensive line, they need, 3 more offensive line starters. They don't have a number 2 wide receiver. Jake Ferguson regressed considerably at the tight end spot this year. I think it's going to be a 5-year rebuild for the Dallas Cowboys. When we look at the young talent on this roster, I like the center Cooper Beebe, Tyler Guyton. Everyone that followed my content or followed a guy like Chris Sims said he wasn't ready to play. You watch the tape. He didn't have a lot of experience in college, and it showed at the NFL level with that 49 PFF grade. The cornerbacks got some talent, but I don't know, man. I think these guys are going to want big-time money that the Cowboys can't afford. I don't know what they do. Do they go wide receiver? Do they go like a guy like Genti at the running back spot. I don't know what they do, but if I'm a head coach or a coaching prospect per se, I don't want to come to Dallas. As an Eagles fan and someone who watches the NFC East very closely, the Commanders are going to be very good for multiple years. I don't see the Cowboys flipping a switch and winning 10 or 12 games next year. I just don't see it. Like, how? They've never been a team that spends big money in free agency, right? So how do they get better? The answer is they don't get better. As long as Jerry Jones is calling the shots in Dallas, they will not get better. Straight up. There's no debate. There's no really even talking about it. Dak Prescott has one wide receiver. They're a CeeDee Lamb injury away from winning 7 or 8 games in perpetuity, right? It's crazy. Mike McCarthy's a good coach. Are they going to bring someone in that's better than him? That's going to transform this roster? They have a good defensive coordinator in Mike Zimmer, too. He's probably not going to be back next year. The Cowboys are in shambles. This thing that Jerry Jones just did to Mike McCarthy proves it. They want to flip the switch. Jerry Jones will not see a Cowboys championship. I'm just calling it like I see it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you're interested in getting early access to my content, you just want to support me and the channel, or you want to get my bets every single Friday, make sure you check out my memberships. I have a 99-cent tier just to support the channel, and for $4.99 a month, you get early access to all my videos, a bunch of exclusive member content like my bets each and every Friday. Make sure you take the time, check it out. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.